What's up guys, welcome back to another Bungie Mail Sack Breakdown. There's not a whole lot exciting in this one, but still worth going over, so let's get right into it. So real quick before we get into the actual questions and answers, DJ mentioned that they've been spending a lot of extra time in the studio as they're pushing towards another milestone in the development of Destiny. So they didn't say what the milestone was, but I thought it was kind of interesting and still worth pointing out. Now onto the first question, which comes from Hylaboss, and he asked, can you tell us anything about the Robotic Guardians we've seen wandering the last city in the Vidoc? Now DJ replied, they're deathly afraid of spiders, although we do tend to impose our own personalities into our machines, so it might just be me with my own things going on. Now I'm sure that's nothing, but I still felt I had to mention it just on the off chance that it actually had some meaning. Now on to the next question. Blue Demon asks, other than our personal spacecraft, will we have other personal vehicles, such as the Pike mentioned in Satan's Tale with IGN? Now they replied, the Pike in Joe's story belong to the Fallen. They don't give up their rides without a fight. But while we fully recommend taking one for a spin if you get the chance, we're betting that you'll eventually fall in love with something a little more homegrown. So that was interesting because it means that the Pike is a Fallen vehicle. Which actually, the only two vehicles we've seen so far is the Pike and the Spider Tank, both of which belong to the Fallen, so that's quite interesting. Now when they say you'll fall in love with something a little more homegrown, I'm guessing it must be some epic vehicle created on Earth, and I can't wait to find out what it is. Now onto the next one. Samurai asks, is everybody at Bungie kinda into gaming? Or is it more like we hear from other studios, that a lot of people at the studio, such as writers, aren't gamers at all? Now he replied, we aren't just kinda into gaming. We're seriously, hopelessly, and shamelessly into gaming. You could say we love it so much that we've made it our life's work. Now I thought that was pretty cool, because I would have imagined that a lot of writers and maybe artists, that kind of thing, wouldn't have been gamers. So yeah, kinda interesting. Now on to the next question. Frozen Phoenix asks, will we have different styles of guns like we will our armor? For example, could I find a lever-action shotgun in the ruins of Chicago, a charge-based rifle in one of the bases on Mars, or a pistol that shoots space magic-enhanced bullets? Now he mainly just quoted what Chris said at the GDC presentation, but he also added, Barry really only scratched the surface. While GDC was going down, Tom Doyle, our resident gunsmith, was closing the show at our most recent team meeting back at Bellevue. We think you'll absolutely be blown away by what he was laying down. We're saving that ammunition for later though. So it definitely sounds like we're going to have a lot of styles and options with our weapons, which is awesome. Now the last question comes from Death Incarnate, and he asks, how often do you look at part of the game and just think, damn, they're gonna love this? And he replied, to better understand what we're creating, we play every day. There are definitely moments, lots of them, where it seems clear that what we're building together is really gonna resonate. Almost universally, those moments are followed by a more pragmatic assessment of all the hard work it's going to take to make Destiny everything we believe it can and should be. So as much as we want those moments where we sit back and think to ourselves, damn, they're gonna love this, perhaps more valuable are those when we wipe the smile from our faces, squint at the build and say, damn, we need to make this so much better. I just thought that one was kinda nice and wanted to point it out. So that's it for this week's mail sack. I know it wasn't a very exciting one, but stay tuned for next week's, hopefully it'll be a little more exciting. And of course stay tuned for any other news that comes up in the meantime. Real quick before I go, I wanted to mention that I'm planning on doing a game night for 2,000 subscribers. We'd probably be playing a bunch of Halo, especially Halo 3 and Reach, since they were Bungie created. We might also play some Battlefield if anyone's interested in that, or possibly other games as well. Now unfortunately I don't have a PlayStation 3, so those of you on PlayStation wouldn't be able to attend. Sorry about that. But anyone on Xbox is welcome. Also, if anyone is on PC and has some ideas for games we could play, then that might work as well. So anyways, be sure to let me know in the comments if you think I should do the game night. And that brings us to the end of the update, so thank you very much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the latest Destiny news, and I'll see you in the next update.